Hello skincare people, welcome back to my channel, The Age Traveler, and today we're going to talk about a new boogeyman in skincare. So maybe you better keep your money in your pocket because we're going to be talking about blue light, and that's why I'm trying to shoot under daylight. So let's see if this blue light, it's mostly coming from screens, mobile screens and computers, or maybe it's old news. See you.
Oh!
So thank you for being back. My name is Custodio. I'm 50 years old. I worked for 30 years in the cosmetic industry, and I created The Age Traveler with the intention to share my thoughts and some experiences following these 30 years, the last 12 years working in product development. Before moving to Switzerland, where I live today, I worked for brands like Chanel, Elisabeth Arden and Prairie. And all these brands, I believe, gave me a certain insight into what skincare it's meant to be. And today we are talking, as I said before, about blue light. It has recently surfaced this idea that you better watch out and you should be careful. Of course, and you should buy, because it's basically a marketing idea, that you should buy specific filters, specific SPF products to protect you from blue light. So, as always, there is a part of truth in these. All exaggerations that make you scared of something, they often have a part of truth. So, yes, it's true that mobile phones, plasmas, your big wide plasma screens, tablets, computers, they all emit blue light from the spectrum of ultraviolet. Why is this not new? Because since sun was invented, blue light, it's a part of daylight and visible light. So you are always under blue light emissions, even artificial light bulbs. And the bad news, or good news, whatever way you want to look at them, is that all this spectrum can also cross windows. So the daylight coming from the windows will also bring you blue light. So do a test, stare at the sun with your bare eyes just for a second, and then stare at your computer, and you will know where the light and the harm comes from. It doesn't come from your computer. So this is a bit ridiculous to say that it's an aging factor. Well, blue light in screens can be an enemy, it can be a problem. It's not really for your skin, it's mostly for your eyes, and even more so for your brain, because blue light, it's the light that your brain reads as associated to being awake. And if you are staring at your mobile phone all night long and you hear as well, I have to interrupt, but these are the prices of shooting with daylight. That's why I never do it, because my birds are still awake and then make these videos almost impossible, even though I shut the doors, I had chopped a carrot trying to negotiate with them and to buy their silence. So back to what you were saying, so now you know that you'll be hearing far away a bit some bird noise, but it's healthy, it's nature. And why am I insisting for you to keep your money in the pocket? It's actually because I think this is misleading to have this idea that you need a specific product. I have to tell you that any physical sunscreen, so as long as you have in the ingredient list high above the formulas, zinc oxide or titanium dioxide, they offer a physical, even more the zinc oxide, which is a stronger spectrum for UVA. But as long as you have a good quality, well formulated sun protector, which is a broad spectrum, and these things are highly regulated. So if it's written on the box SPF 30 or SPF 50 full spectrum, you can be sure that there is some level of protection against the blue light, daylight, and all spectrum ultraviolet. Actually, that's why you see a rainbow when the droplets of water refract the light and they separate all these fractions from the UV spectrum. You see blue, and that's why blue light gains that name. It's not because the mobile phones have a blue definition or a blue feeling. So it's not something that has been invented, and therefore there is no need for a solution invented today. By the way, if you then want a friendly advice, what I can tell you is that don't obsess about the SPF, obsess about the settings of your screen, because you can dim the amount of blue light. And I will tell you, you just go, and I'm the worst person to teach anybody anything about mobiles, because it's not really something I spend my life on. But you go to settings, you go to display and brightness, and then you have this screen. And in this screen, which I'm sure it's out of focus, but it doesn't matter, so it's display and brightness, you have night shift. And night shift means that you can decide, you can change the settings so that your mobile phone and computers can have the same setting change. From the hour you define, mine is from 9 o'clock in the evening, automatically the screen takes away all the cold blue lights and replaces with warmer tones. So maybe some photos will show slightly differently, but it's only good news. Your skin is the hero, not the SPF is the hero, and the enemy should be change in its settings. Keep your money in the pocket. Thank you for watching, and see you very soon in DH Traveler. I hope to have you again and again and again following these short videos. So please subscribe, click like, activate the bell so you will not miss any. And as always, say no to boring skincare. See you next time with warmer lights. Ciao!